Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. In this video we are going to discuss regarding ArrayList. We already completed the part first for ArrayList part 1, and this is the second part, ArrayList part 2. In this video we are going to discuss regarding ArrayList constructor and some methods. Okay, so let's start. First, let's revise the topic what we completed up to now. So in first video we completed regarding the collection. What is collection? Difference between array list and collection. Okay, everything we completed. What is array list? Sorry, what is array and collection? Difference between array and collection. What is the limitation for the array and what is the benefits for the collection? Okay, then in second video we seen regarding the array list. What is array list? What is list? Okay, and how we can use it. What is the method present inside that array list, right? And in third part we seen regarding the array list. What is array list, how it is working, when we have to use it, and we seen the coding part also. Okay, in this video we are going to discuss the some methods and constructor present inside the array list. Okay, array list constructor. Okay, so basically we have three types of constructor present inside the array list. First is that non-parameterized array list. Let's take ArrayList EL is equal to new ArrayList. Okay, this is a non-parameterized constructor. It creates an empty ArrayList object with default initial capacity 10. Okay, when we create an object like this with default means with non-parameterized constructor. Okay, when we create the object of ArrayList with non-parameter, then what happen internally? It creates an empty ArrayList. Okay, empty ArrayList object with default initial capacity 10. Okay, remember this point, interviewer asks sometime. Okay, if second point is that if ArrayList reaches its maximum capacity, then a new ArrayList object will be created with new capacity. Okay, if ArrayList reaches its maximum capacity, okay, then a new ArrayList object is created. Okay, will be created with new capacity. It will create it with new capacity. Okay, new capacity. Then what is the capacity? What is the new capacity of ArrayList? So there is one formula, like consider the current capacity multiplied by 3/2, okay, plus 1. With this capacity, new ArrayList object is created. Okay, this is the first constructor, non-parameterized constructor. Second one, with parameterized constructor. If you want specified initial capacity, okay, then we can create the object of array list like that. So array list al is equal to new array list. How to create array list? Al reference variable is equal to new array list, in bracket what we have to write, capacity. So we can define the specified capacity like initial capacity. Okay, for example, copy this example. And if we have to create the capacity with like consider 15, then we can create like this. Okay, so what happened internally? It creates an empty ArrayList object, an empty ArrayList object, okay, with empty ArrayList object with default capacity, sorry, with the specified capacity, right? Whatever we are mentioning in our parenthesis, that capacity will be created. Okay, the so specified initial capacity, right? Okay, that's it. So third constructor is that if we have to perform the operation like that, there are those two ArrayList object is created. Means if we have to add one collection data into the another collection, that time we are using this third constructor. Okay, so how to create ArrayList? Al is equal to new ArrayList, right? Inside the parenthesis, what we have to provide? Collection object like C. For example, take this ArrayList object, copy example ArrayList. We created one ArrayList like this, and then again one ArrayList is created, second one. What we have to do here, there is a requirement like that A1 object, okay, we have to add into the A2 and then print. Then what we have to do, we have to simply add the A1, okay, inside the second constructor and then print. Okay, so internally we can say like that, creates an equivalent ArrayList object, creates an equivalent ArrayList object for the given collection object, for the given collection, that is this constructor, that is this constructor. Okay, meant, what is meant for inter conversion in one conversation between collections object. Okay, collection object. Okay, so see, third constructor we are using when we have to make a conversation between two collection object. Okay, like in simple language we can write like this for third constructor. If we have to if we have to add one collection into another collection. Okay, this point we can add here. Remember third point. Up to now what we seen the array list first constructor, which is a non-parameterized constructor. Second one, parameterized constructor. If you want to add a create an object of array list with a specified initial capacity, okay, that time we are using second one constructor. What is the use of third constructor? Third constructor is that if we have to make an operation like that, if we have to add one collection into the another collection, that time we are using third constructor. Okay, so remember one point. I'm taking here one note. Remember, when we use the array list and vector class implementation, okay, array list and vector class implementation for the searching purpose, okay, then it is access the element with the same speed. Okay, it is access the element with the same speed. What is the reason? Reason is that it is implements the random access interface. Okay, so array list and vector, okay, vector is a legacy class. Array list and vector classes implements random access interface. Random access interface, okay, so that any random element we can access with same speed. Element access with same speed. Okay, remember this point, speed. Okay, then second point is that what is random access interface? It is a marker interface, okay, and which is belong from the util package. What is the marker interface? So marker interface is that interface where means there is no methods present. Okay, we can write like this: random access interface present in util package, okay, and it doesn't contain any method. Okay, it doesn't contain any method. Okay, methods, that's why it is a marker interface. It is a marker interface. Okay, remember this point. Interviewer ask why ArrayList and vector is fast to access the data, right, for searching operation, right, access the data, how it is accessing with the same speed. Okay, second one, random access interface present from the util package, doesn't contain any method, it is a marker interface. Okay, so this is a theoretical part. Let's see the technical part. Okay, let's see the coding part. So this is our project, collection project. Let's extract it. Go to the src folder, open the package, and there already we seen one example for the array list example 1. Here we created the one class. In previous video we created one class and create the object of array list, and there we add the some object, string object, and then we print it, right? Okay, we print it. In this video, let's see how to constructor is working internally. Okay, when we created the ArrayList object with a non-parameterized constructor, right, then its initial capacity is 10. Okay, if we have to create an object of ArrayList with a specified initial capacity, then we can add like this. Okay, then third constructor is if we have to we have to add one collection data into the another collection, that time we are using the third constructor. Okay, so let's create the one another object. Like I am creating the second object, ArrayList string al is equal to new ArrayList. Okay, inside the generics we have to provide the string type, and I am adding the some data. Like consider al.add, and string format we have to provide here like some names like Shubh, al.add max. Okay, al.add max. What is the use of add method? To add a particular object inside the ArrayList collection. Okay, so here is a requirement like that. If we have to add first object, we have to print the first and second object, okay, at a time. So what we have two options, like add all method is also present, and second one is constructor, with the help of constructor. So what we have to do, simply copy this first ArrayList object and print it to the constructor. Okay, then we have to simply iterate or print the second object, al object. Then what happen, it is finding this al object and first check the constructor. There is some parameter is present, then it's take that whole object values like Alex, John, null, John, Roy, Nexa, Axin. Okay, and then print the second object values. So let's execute. See, this is the output. Firstly it is printing the Alex, second one John, third one null, and then again John, Roy, Nexa, Axin, and then it is printing the second object value like Shubh and Max. Okay, means insertion order is preserved inside the ArrayList. Null is also allowed. Okay, so remember this point. Okay, and second option, to add one collection data into the another collection, like remove this constructor, and if we are printing like this, see what happen, it is printing the second object only, right? It is printing second object because we are iterating the second object al, right? And there is no connection between the first object and second object, right? List and al, there is no connection. Okay, so we have two options. First one is a constructor and second one add all method. So al dot, we have add all method. Okay, so inside the add all method we have to take one list, first ArrayList object. Okay, means what happen, when we are trying to iterate the second object, al object, ArrayList al object, then what happen, it is searching this al object and first method will be executed first time. Okay, means it is finding the list, that is nothing but a ArrayList first object, and printing this all data, first object data first time, then second it is printing shub and max. Let's execute. Means it is presuming the insertion order. See here output is same: Alex, John, Null, John, Roy, Nexa, Axin, and Shubham and Max. Okay, that's it. So if we are adding this add all method at the end, or at the middle, or at the end, okay, so then what happen? It is printing first Shubham, Shub, and then Max, and then after it is printing this whole ArrayList first object. Okay, so let's execute it. See here, what is the output? It is printing first Shub and then Max, and then it is printing the ArrayList first object: Alex, Max, John, Null, John, Roy, Nixa, Axin, right? So that's it. This is regarding the constructor. And let's talk about the methods present inside the ArrayList. Remove this object. I am removing this object, and here I am taking the list. Okay, so here I am taking the list. Okay, dot, there are the different methods are present, like add all. We know the add and add all, right? How it is working internally. Second one is that if we have to clear all the object, all object, then there is a clear method present. Okay, there is a clear method present. What it is doing internally, let's see this out. I am taking here the string to know it's working or not. Okay, sorry. Okay, so that's it. So now what happened internally? All the data, add method is doing adding all the data into the list. Okay, ArrayList object. Then it's come to here. Then after it is clearing all the data present inside the ArrayList object. Okay, so let's execute it. Right, means it is clearing all the data, right? There is no data more. So if we are cut this data, copy this data, and print after ArrayList, after clear method, then execute it, we will get Nixa and Axin, right? Means what happened internally? ArrayList clear all the previous data present inside the array, right? ArrayList object. Okay, then this method is used to clear data present in ArrayList object. Okay, ArrayList object, right? Okay, then after that we are going to discuss the another method. I will comment it. Means it is not working. Okay, it is not in use when we comment it. Okay, so then after, let's see another method. Cut it and paste one by one. So see here, there is another method like list dot for which also present, we will see into the Java 8. Index of method is also present. isEmpty is present. What it will do? isEmpty, it is checking and returning us a true or false value. It is checking data is present inside a collection or not. Sysout, let's print it. If data is present, okay, then it is returning false. If data is not present, then it is returning true. Okay, so return true if this list contains no element. Okay, if there is no data, then it is returning true. If data is present, it is returning false. Let's execute. It is giving a false, correct? So where is the output? See, this is first is the output, false, correct? Okay, means what done by the empty method is empty method. It is checking data is present or not, right? Okay, I will comment this also. Let's see the another method like list dot there are the different types of method is present. Then the last index of list iterator, it is nothing but a one cursor. Okay, notify all parallel stream. Okay, it is a part of Java 8 parallel stream, right? Stream API parallel stream. Remove all method is also present. Set method is also present. Let's see the set method. I have to add on first index. I have to add the different data, like I have to add max. Okay, I have to add max instead of first index, first position. Okay, let's save it and execute. What happened internally? Let's see. So this is the output. First object is Alex. I will remove this. I will comment out this one so you can easily understand. Let's execute once again. So see, it is replacing the John with the max value, right? What is the first index? First index is John. On the first index John is present, right? On the first index John is present. On the zero index Alex is present. Okay, so I have to remove, means I have to replace the John with the max. So this will happen with the help of set method. So replace previous and add new one. Okay, object, right? That's it. Then after set method we are going to discuss regarding like list dot remove method. Okay, so based on index we can remove the object. Let's see, let's execute it once again. So it is giving us output from the John null, John Roy Nexa action, right? Means it is removing the first object Alex, right? How it is happening? With the help of index and remove method. So we have to provide inside the remove method, we have to provide the index, which index object we have to remove. Like I'm taking another, removing the null which is present on the second index, right? Okay, let's run again. So it is removing null, right, which is present on second index. So we can write here removing object based on index, right? Removing object based on index. Set is also we seen, remove is also seen. Let's see the list dot remove all method. What happened with the help of remove all method when we use the remove all method? So if you want to remove whole collection date object, right, whatever the objects are present inside the ArrayList objects, whatever the data is present inside the ArrayList object, that I have to remove, then I am using the remove all method. Okay, let's print it, run. It is not printing. Okay, it is not printing. For your understanding purpose, let's see sysout star I am giving here and save. Let's execute the program. It is printing only star. Okay, means there is a no object present inside the list. Okay, so we are discussing, we can write here like remove all objects present in ArrayList object, ArrayList object. Okay, that's it. So what we done up to now, so we discussed regarding the constructor present inside the ArrayList. Whatever constructor is present inside the ArrayList, there are the three types of constructor present inside a ArrayList. Which one? Non-parameterized constructor. We can write here non-parameterized. Okay, non-parameterized. Second one, parameterize with, we can give here like one space, parameterize with specified capacity. Okay, if you want to give with the space, we have to create the ArrayList object with the specified capacity, then we are using the parameterized constructor. Okay, and third constructor is that if we have to add one collection into the another collection, if we have to add one into another collection, right? So for that we are using the third constructor. So let's once revise it. So ArrayList constructor we are seeing in today's video. Okay, so parameterized constructor, which is which is create the ArrayList object with the initial capacity, default capacity with 10, right? Then it is, when it is reaches its maximum capacity, then it's create a new capacity for that ArrayList object. Okay, means it is creating a new ArrayList object with the new capacity. Okay, what is the formula for the new capacity? Current capacity into 3/2 plus 1, means current capacity into 0.75 plus 1, means current capacity multiplied by 75% plus 1. Okay, then parameterized constructor, if you have to define the specified capacity of particular object, then we can create with the help of constructor. Third one, ArrayList we are using if we have to add one object into the another object. Okay, one collection object into the another collection object, like one ArrayList object we have to add into the another collection, another ArrayList object, like this is the example. I created the two objects and I am printing first ArrayList object into the constructor of second ArrayList object. Then what happened? It is taking the data of first ArrayList object and printing. Okay, then we are writing here also. If we have to add one collection into the another collection, that thing we are using. And I am giving sure one note point, remember this point, this all are asked into the interview. Why ArrayList and vector class is means class access the data with the same speed. So there is only one solution, only one answer. It is implementing the random access interface. Okay, and what is random access interface, from where it is belongs? So it is random access interface is belongs from the util package. Okay, and it doesn't contain any methods, that's why it is a marker interface. Okay, what is the marker interface? Interviewer asks sometime, like what is marker interface? So random access interface is nothing but a marker interface, because there is a no specified method. Okay, we can write here random access interface. What is marker interface, right? Marker interface. Okay, so we can write simply the interface, the interface which doesn't contain any methods. Okay, and which is, so it is not containing any methods, then how it is means when we are implementing it, then what is the work of like marker interface, right? So which is providing some specific what we say, some specific implementation for that particular class or right methods. Okay, so which is providing the specified environment, we can say specified environment. Okay, to perform the operation, Okay, so this is nothing but a marker interface. Okay, so in this video we are discuss all these things and seeing the code also. Inside the code we created the one ArrayList example 1. Okay, and inside that we created the one ArrayList object, and we seen how to add the one collection data into the another collection, and then second one how let's copy it. Let's give me 1 second. Copy, Control C. How to add one collection data into the another collection. Then second point is that we seen the some methods also, right? So see, there are the two ways we can add the data, one collection into the another collection, one ArrayList object into the another ArrayList object with the help of add all method, and second one is with the help of constructor, right? With the help of constructor. And then after we seen some methods which is used to perform the operation, like add all method, which is with remove method, which is removing all the object present inside the ArrayList object, all the data present inside the ArrayList object. Second one, remove method is used based on the index, we can remove the particular object, particular element, right? If you have to set the data with the help of set method on any position, there is a on any index some value is present, we have to replace with the new value. That time we are using the set. What it will do, its work is that replace the previous element and add the new element, right? Then there is the isEmpty method is also present, which is used to check the data is present or not, right? If data is present, then it is returning false, right? If data is not present, means if it is empty, then it is returning true. Okay, clear method is also we have done with the help of coding. So it is used to clear the present and it is used to clear the data present in ArrayList object, right? So that's it. This all things we are covered in this section. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.